that's how I was with Jackie O. I was like really very nervous when I met her on a one-to-one. So I associate that is the same thing when people meet me for the first time, is meeting Tina Turner, someone that's always been on television or on stage far away from you. Yeah, it's the same feeling of meeting someone that close.
What did Jackie O mean to you?
Oh, she was in a hotel. I think she was having dinner there. She was there with friends and with, what was his name? Onassis, yeah. To me, she always remained Mrs. Kennedy. And I was standing there in the hallway. It was during that time when times were really bad for me. And she was an uplift because she was someone that I looked to for manners and for all of that. And I looked and I said, that looks like Mrs. Kennedy at the end of the hall. Because you know how she held herself always so correct. And I said, it is. And I dropped everything and ran down the hallway. And I said, oh, Miss Kennedy, Miss Onassis. And I said, oh, my name is Tina Turner, and I just want to say hello. And she said, and this big smile came. Oh, I want to say thank God for the smile. And she extended her hand, and she said, oh, very nice to meet you. And I had just spent time at Hyannisport with Ethel and Robert's children. We've had all did the pony and dancing. And I think she wished that she had been there for that after I told her what we were doing. And she said, oh, my kids would be so pleased. I said, well, are they here? And so she said, oh, no, they're sleeping, whatever it is, she said. But anyway, as I turned, then there he was. He was this big. He said, oh, like a big Santa. And I said, oh, hi. I almost called him Mr. Kennedy. I was totally just like that. It was what? It was meeting an icon. It was what it feels like when you meet an icon. And I'm sure I'm that for a lot of rock people. And she's that on another scale. She's someone that you have worshiped and watched and mimicked and used as a reference for helping yourself to become a better person, a lady rather than a woman, all of that, you know. Yeah, it was a moment.
What was it about her in particular? Is it the I mean, you're describing some of it, but what did she have that you wanted?
I thought she was pretty, how she held herself, how she dressed. She never spoke that much, but how she always held her composure, even, no, I can't talk about that because I'll cry. Even at the funeral, how she carried, you remember how she stood there, how she carried herself. She always carried herself correctly, it looked like. So that was something that when you're a country girl and you don't have anyone helping you with that, that's who you look to for that. Not Marilyn Monroe, which, oh, by the way, yes, I realized that. So that was a little competition there, but I never looked to those kind of stars for reference in terms of bettering myself. I always looked to try to become a lady. And I think Jackie was a perfect example of a lady. Yeah, because when you know you're not a lady, not that you do something necessarily, but you don't handle yourself in that way. People don't see you as a lady. How can I explain that? You weren't brought up as a lady. You were brought up as a country girl, farm girl, and then you join your mother, and you never become a lady because you're not in the environment of that. And then when you see someone that carries themselves so nicely, and you say, I want to be like that. I want something just like this. And that's what I wanted. I remember buying the pearls and carrying myself different. And everyone thought that I was more than not only just a lady, not even a woman. I was a bitch on stage because the short dresses, the dancing. And I think I looked more to a lady because of my style as well. No one would have thought that I was a lady with my style on stage. And you would have thought Diana Ross, the nice big dresses and all of that. But no, that didn't quite fit with the emotions of performing. You know, that's why I think I think that's why.
Do you think you achieved that though, on off, like, do you feel that kind of ladylike, class and glamour?
No, not you. You don't try to be just like. You just take what you need. All I needed was when I was approached, unladylike, you immediately turn that side that you have taken as a lady to them. And then they realize that you're not what they thought, that you're a lady. So I think it went over time when they met me, or they did some, not dealings, how they came in contact with me at a party or whatever, that I wasn't just this really loose woman, that I was a lady. Even though it sounds like it, because when I asked my husband to make love to me, I didn't do anything, but they didn't hear me. But I took as much of being a lady from her as I could. And I carried that with me through life. Don't I look like a lady sitting here?
Yes, you do. That's what I'm saying. I think you achieved it. That's why I'm wondering if you feel that.
No, I took that along the way with me. I dress, I act, I'm careful with how I act or in public or whatever. I care about those things. I realize that they are nice. It's refreshing. And being a bitch isn't. You can tell those girls that on the dance floor or whatever. You don't want that in your life. And that is when it comes into play. That is when you let people know that you're not that person that they think you are.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Tina Turner's cause of death was revealed. A few days ago, we lost the music icon, the music legend Tina Turner, at the age of 83. Her passing has left a big void in the hearts of his fans and family, as tributes are flowing in for the deceased. And a few days, the legendary performer died at the age of 83. Her cause of death was attributed to natural causes, and her representatives confirmed to Daily Mail that her publicity was also told that NBC that her death came after a long illness. On May 24th, her team shared her passing at her home in Switzerland. And with her music and her boundless passion for life, she enchanted millions of fans around the world and inspired the stars of tomorrow. A statement posted on her social media handle read, "Today we say goodbye to our dear friend who leaves us. All her greatest work, her music, all our heartfelt compassions goes out to her family. Tina, you will be missed dearly." During the later years of her life, the proud Mary artist opened about her battle with several health issues, including high blood pressure, stroke, and many other more. In documentary, Tina, the singer, also shared the experience, posted on stress disorder as a result of her marriage with Ike Turner, struggle and failures. "I've been on such a wild roller coaster in the 4 years since my wedding," she told the news in 2013. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. Condolences to your family.